As a new mum, I know that it can feel like there's no time for self-care. My daughter just turned 1 and I still struggle to find time for myself. But I prepared this short practice, this yin practice for new mums, because it's just what I needed basically this entire last year. And I hope that it's something that you can enjoy, to take some time to nourish yourself, to take care of yourself so that you can better take care of everyone else around you. Now, I know how precious time is, so I won't talk too much. However, I would say 2 things. You need, for this practice, just a couple of simple props, a blanket and a cushion. And I hope that you are cleared for movement, although it's very gentle, but I hope that your doctor has cleared you for that. If you do have a diastasis, then this is all suitable. There's one place where I'll give you an option so that it's still safe for you, so that you can take care of yourself well. So, all that said, join me. Let's take care of ourselves. So let's begin with a short breath and meditation practice to just make some space. So if you have a wall or something to lean against, then definitely use that. Make any seat that feels comfortable for you. I've got a blanket and a cushion here that I'm sitting on so that my hips and my back are supported. Any way that you want to sit that's going to make you feel good in your spine. So let's take our hands onto the body. Maybe the left hand onto the heart, right hand onto the belly. And then if it feels okay for you today, you can close your eyes. Or if you'd rather, you can let your eyes stay open, but just look at one point, maybe on the floor in front of you. These hands on your body are like a nourishing touch, where you come home to yourself and you say, hi, hello. Sometimes it can feel like you're really disconnected from your own body and mind at this busy time when you're caring for another. But in this short practice, we'll make that connection again with yourself. So maybe underneath your hands, underneath your fingertips, you can feel the rising and falling of the chest and the belly. Maybe you can feel how the breath is entering the body and then leaving it softly. Let's just bring attention to this movement of the breath. You can start to trace the breath going in through the nostrils, down through the throat, and expanding and lifting the chest, and gently expanding the belly too. On the exhale, so softly, the breath leaves the body. And maybe with each out breath, you can feel the body relax a little bit more into your seat. Let your jaw relax. Let your shoulders relax. Let your belly be soft so that the breath can move there. On that in-breath, feel how the body gets bigger and expands. You can feel a sense of lightness and vastness as the breath fills you up. On the out-breath, you feel that softening and easing and relaxing, grounding down into the earth which holds you. That in-breath again, feel that sense of lightness. And maybe even at the top of the breath, we can stay just for a moment and feel that sense of expansion before the exhale again. On the out-breath, perhaps at the very bottom of the exhale, you can maybe pause there too. Feel a sense of space and emptiness. Then the in-breath comes back again. Let's see if we can pause for just a beat or two at the top of the breath. Feeling that sense of lightness and of softness and of openness and of spaciousness. And then at the base of the exhale, we can feel again the pause, that emptiness, that empty space. At the top of the in-breath, that fullness where you give yourself your breath, you welcome it into you. And at the base of the exhale, you have that empty space where you don't have to be anywhere or do anything. All you have to do is just be with yourself. When you have no personal space because all you do is take care of another, where can we find those precious little moments of spaciousness, of care, where we can turn our awareness in for ourselves? When our day is full of everything else, chores and feeding and cleaning and all the things we do, we can find that spaciousness even in those pauses between the breaths. As we move through the rest of this practice, let's see where we can find corners of space in the body for ourselves. Just a little corner of self-care. So you can slowly let your hands drop down to your knees. Maybe pause there. Just feel what it feels like to take that time. And we'll slowly transition down to the mat for a child's pose. And I hope that you have some props for this. We have a cushion and a blanket. I'm suggesting just simple things so that you can be well supported in this practice. So for this child's pose, I'll suggest you take a blanket and then fold it up into like a nice little cushion here. So then this blanket here can support your head as you come and rest down. So I'm taking my knees fairly wide, but you can keep them together as you like, whatever feels comfortable to you. If you'd like to have space for your belly, then that's fine. So let's come down and rest the head on your blanket here. If you like, the hands can be in front or they can be behind you. You can hold on to your heels in a kind of self-nourishing, self-comforting way. Or if your hands are in front, you can imagine that the armpits are open, that the breath welcomes into the body. As soon as you've got yourself settled, allow this blanket to take the weight of your head. See if you can yield a little bit into the floor. Take this time to rest, to let go. If it feels good, You can maybe even have a sigh out the mouth, so soft and gentle. And enjoy doing nothing. As you let the body be held by the floor, the breath can soften as well as it supports you, as it too relaxes into this pause here. You can let your hips be heavy and just be curious, let your attention come into your body and feel gently how space starts to open up. Maybe take one more deeper inhale here. And maybe release a gentle sigh. Start to walk the hands back towards you. Take your time. There's nowhere to rush. When you're ready, we can remove this blanket for now and we'll come into a tabletop shape. So here, we'll keep the left hand down and we'll reach the right hand up to the sky. So we open up the whole collarbones, open up the chest. As you exhale, we'll take the hand back down to the floor. And we'll do the same thing two more times. So as we breathe in, we take the right hand up. As we breathe out, take the hand down. Last time, we breathe in. And then as we breathe out, take that right hand and we dive through the left, underneath the left armpit and take the right side of the head to the floor. This is a really lovely stretch for the lats, which if you're hunching over your baby or breastfeeding can get really tight. And of course the neck, you can tuck your chin in slightly so the back of the neck can stretch. Oh, so here you can stay. It's still a place that I need, a pose that I need. Or if you like, you can reach the left arm forward. The chin can nestle into your left armpit. And welcome the breath into your body. Let it wrap all the way around to the back of your rib cage. If you have tightness there, use the breath as a soothing, softening touch to maybe round off the corners of those sensations. Let's take 2 more breaths, nice and slow. Again, the head is supported by the floor. Okay, we breathe in, we take the left hand back if you moved it forward. And that hand will press into the floor as we unravel. Take the right hand all the way up, open up. Make space. And then the right hand will come down. Here, if you like a little hip wiggle will be good. Oh, very nice. From there, the left hand will come up to the sky. We'll move 3 times like this. Open up your wings. Breathe out, take your left hand down. Breathe in. You can even imagine your heart expanding here. That inhale expands your chest. We breathe out, hand down. Okay, one more time. Then as we breathe out, the hand dives underneath and the left ear comes to the floor. Again, you can stay in this position, or if you like, the right hand can come forward. If you'd like to do more, you can think about pinning the hips back so that you're lengthening the sides of the waist very much. The chin tucks into the right armpit now. And let the breath caress the back of the body. Every inhale creates more space. And every exhale allows you to settle in a little bit more and soften. Let's have one more breath here. Release it either through the nose or the mouth. And then the right hand will come back, press against the floor, and unravel the left hand. All the way up. Okay. Very good. So, slowly, let's start to make our way to the floor. So we'll take the blanket with us. In fact, we can already now roll it up to make like a sausage shape. I'm going to place this behind the shoulder blades. So make it the height that's going to be supportive to you. It doesn't have to be very high. And we'll come to lie down on top of that. So you place it just behind the shoulder blades so that it's supporting the bones there, so that your chest can gently open. So your shoulders and the back of the head meet the floor. And you can do what you like with the hands. They can come out to the side. You can make a little T shape or a cactus shape. If it feels good for you, you can take the arms overhead and hold on to the elbows. The feet will come as wide as the mat and the knees knock in. So that the sacrum, which has done so much work for you while you were pregnant, and now maybe if you're carrying your baby a lot, I sometimes still get lower back pain. So knocking the knees in lets the back of the sacrum release into the floor a little bit. Hands overhead, if you're hunching over, the chest can be really tight. So here, but if that's stressful for your shoulders, don't do it. Let the arms come out here. Or of course you can let the hands rest on the belly and the chest. Whichever position you choose, check that the neck feels okay. And then here, see if you can settle in and let that blanket support you, support your heart from behind. As your breath softens, see if you can imagine yourself like a rose, slowly opening up, unfurling, as the breath gently opens the heart up. As we make space for the body to rest, undo some of the strains and pressures. Being a mother is a full body experience, you know that. And so here we can support some of that, but also make space for our real superpower, which is our ability to feel. I know that there's so much frustration, exhaustion, sometimes loneliness. All of these things are real in that first year of motherhood. That's the only amount of time I know. But know this, allow your heart to open with your breath. And know that your capability to love, your power to love, is your superpower. So as you give yourself to everyone else all day long, can you take just this short amount of time to give to yourself, to your heart, to your body? So let's take 2 more breaths here. Breaths just for you. Whatever you did with your arms, take them back towards you. And let your knees come to the floor. You can roll over to the side. Maybe pause here if you like. So we can remove this blanket now and come back down to lie on the floor. So we will lie down momentarily, but for now I have one more thing for you, just for that low back if it does hurt. Now, 2 options. You can keep your knees bent here, and you can draw your right knee in towards the chest. I'll give you a few options actually. So first of all, we can just stay with that and let the shoulders move away from the ears. Let the belly be soft, and let the weight of your hands on your shin draw the knee in towards you. Again, the chin is soft, the jaws soft, the eye sockets are soft. See what you can relax. Maybe have a sigh here. If you like, you can extend your left leg forward, but no, you don't have to, if that feels strenuous on the hips. So if you like, you can start to find a twist, but if you have a diastasis, if you're working with that and you're still, if you still have a diastasis, then I would recommend that you don't twist, just stay here with where you are. So if you do like to twist, you can take the left hand to the right knee, right hand to the side, and just guide your knee over gently to the left side. So handily, I have this blanket and cushion right here, and I will let my knee rest on it. Because you're not looking for a deep expression, you just want the body to be supported and opened up. So let's stay for 2 breaths here. If you do have that diastasis and you'd like to do something more than just the knee in the chest, you can bring the right ankle across the left thigh and let that hip open on the right side. That might feel really nice. So if you have that, you can pull the knee back in. If your knee was over to the left, you can gently guide it back. And so we'll all meet in this right knee bent position. And then slowly extend that leg, maybe rotate the leg, right, left and right. Okay, we'll bend the right knee, place the right sole of the foot on the floor, and then extend the left leg. So we'll bend the right knee and place the right sole of the foot on the floor, and then take the left knee in towards your chest. So when you use the arms, there can be a tendency to hunch the shoulders. Let's see if you can relax the shoulders. See if the whole back can relax into the floor. And just let the weight of your hands on your left knee, on your left shin, draw the knee in towards you. It's like you're giving yourself a hug, literally. Again, we use the breath to soften into our tissues. From here, we have many options. You can stay exactly as you are if you're good here. If you'd like, you can extend the right leg. If you'd like, if it's safe for you to do so, you can extend the left knee over to the right. And you can use your blankets here to support you. It feels really nice for me. I hope it feels nice for you too. If you're twisting, the left hand can open out to the left, and it's a bonus stretch for the chest as well. So the option, if you do have the diastasis, is we don't want to twist, so instead you can open up the hip by flexing the left foot and placing the ankle across the right thigh. And then just pause here. Wherever you are, let's take one more breath. Maybe sigh. Slowly we'll unravel. Take the left knee in. If you were in your twist, you guide it back to the center. We bend both knees. And then extend the left leg. And then find that rotation. Left and right, left and right. So from here, we're just going to go ahead and lie down on the floor. So we'll extend the legs. If you have that blanket, you can cover yourself up with it, of course. Be nice. And maybe you can even put the cushion underneath your head. And then make yourself really comfortable. Let the palms turn to face up. Maybe shrug your shoulder blades underneath you. And now again, let's take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Again, take a breath in. At the top of the breath, see if you can pause there and find the space in the body. Open the mouth and sigh out. Exhale. Maybe pause at the base there just for a tiny moment. And then inhale again. Last time, feel that spaciousness, feel the breath all for you. And then finally release the breath, release your body into the floor. Now we'll stay here just for a few moments, precious moments. So let this time be just for you. Let each in-breath pour into your body and refill your cup. Let your superpower of love emanate not only outwards to everyone that you take care of, but also inwards to yourself, to your whole body, to your heart, to your mind. You're amazing. So know that and take this time to rest. Slowly you can start to deepen the breath. Come back to your body, come back to yourself. Again, as you take a deep breath in through the nose, find that space. Allow the breath to travel to every single tiny corner of your body. And as you breathe out, use these last few moments of peace and quiet to soften and relax any last tight spaces. Slowly, when you're ready, you can start to bend the knees, take the soles of the feet to the floor, and can gently roll over to the side. Maybe pause here. And finally, you can use the hands to press up to sit. So we'll close the practice by taking a moment just to honor ourselves. So join your palms. Thank yourself and whoever's taking care of your baby for this practice, for this time, so that you can take care of yourself as much as you take care of everyone else. Take our hands to our heart. And feel that amazing superpower we have. That love that shines out of our heart. That we'd do anything, day or night, for the ones we love. So just here for a moment, we can take that same love and turn it inwards to ourselves. We bow in reverence of everything that we do. You've got this, Mama. Om Shanti.